Greetings. Welcome to Bitch Theater, Episode 2. You're too close. Mew. All right. So, I'm kind of glad I can talk a little better this episode. The last episode was the COVID-y goodness. Although the giant cigarettes that the Canadians are smoking aren't really helping out too much. I know. They can't help it. Hopefully we're over there helping them with that. We should be, but good luck with them. So today we're going to talk about a topic that's been kind of bothering me my whole life. And that topic is working all your life just to enjoy the finer things after you retire and are old. Bullshit way of life, bullshit way of thinking, bullshit mentality. Baby boomer mentality guilt trip that's been pushed on Gen X. And it's dying away now, but I've dealt with it my whole life. I haven't really lived by it because I didn't agree with it. Of course, I haven't really bought awesome, super cool toys either. But the whole premise is you bust ass all your life. You're miserable. You work. You're focused. You only get little snippets of happiness when and where you can, if you can, until you retire. And then you can enjoy the finer things in life because only then have you earned it. The only thing you've earned when you retire is that you don't have to work at a job anymore. As far as everything else, you earn as you go. When you are at a job and you're working all these hours, you're earning on these hours, right? They pay you at the end of the week or the second week. They don't wait until you're 50 and then pay you all your money. When you earn a paycheck because you're busting your ass all the time, you're earning. When you're going home and you're taking care of your home, and you're upgrading your home, maybe making it worth more, you're earning. When you're parenting your kids and you have a good relationship with them and you're teaching them about life and how to deal with life, you're earning. When you have a spouse or a significant other and you love each other and you treat each other with love and respect, you're earning. When you're paying your bills and you're being responsible and you're doing all of these things that life expects you to do, you're earning. If you're able to get the boat, the second car, muscle car maybe, the snowmobile, the motorcycle, the RV, go on vacations, whatever it is that you love to do, if you're able to do that, that's proof that you earned it because you're able to get it. I'm not saying break yourself and have no money when you're old, but if you're able to and you're still comfortable, do it. Don't let somebody guilt trip you and tell you you haven't worked enough and you haven't earned it. I don't know why that's a thing still. You earn everything every day. And then if you do buy something like your 40s or 50s, somebody might say, midlife crisis. No. That's when we can afford it, right? We can't afford shit when we're 20, 25 years old, unless we're lucky enough to trip and slip on a banana peel and fall into a high-paying job. And who does that? I'm almost 50, and I just now this year am making a wage that I'm comfortable living on. I'm not going to be rich. I'm not going to be well off. I'm not going to be able to run out and get whatever I want. But I shouldn't have to worry about the light bill. I shouldn't have to worry about groceries. Obviously, I don't worry about groceries. When you're old, you don't enjoy things the same way you do when you're young. Why would you want to wait until you're old to enjoy all these things when every single way that you move your body makes you fart? When you're young, you have a faster brain, you have faster reflexes, you have stronger muscles, you're more resilient, you have a thirst for life and adventure. It's in your blood, right? You have to be careful. You have to be responsible. Like for instance, getting a muscle car of some sort. You need to be careful. You need to learn how to drive it because they're powerful. You don't want to careen into a tree and see what your asshole looks like from the inside. You have to learn how to deal with all that. Learn how to work it. Learn how to be responsible with it and still have fun. When's the best time for us as human beings to learn? When we're young, right? Not when we're old. When you're old, you're going to grandpa that shit around at 25 miles an hour. If you had to go 26 miles an hour, you're going to fill your depends. You're going to piss off everybody behind you, and they're going to say the same stereotypical shit. Why in the hell does he have a car like that when he's 75 years old? And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want a car at that age, that's fine. I'm saying you don't have to wait until then to get it. Whatever car it is, like especially if you're, like a, Corvette or a Porsche or any penis car. They view it as you're making up for something. Now that you're old, you're trying to relive your youth or something like that. That's probably true. Because now you're too old to relive your youth. You're trying it anyway, but you can't because you're too scared. You can't enjoy it like you did when you were young. Or that you could have when you were young. Vacations, same thing. You go on vacation when you're young, you can skydive, you can jump off a cliff into water, you can raft down the Colorado River, you can parachute or hang glide, or whatever, bungee jump. Whatever you want to do, if you're a thrill seeker, or any kind of thing that you want to do, you can do it. When you're old and you go on vacation, you sleep all day, and then you go find an early bird dinner, and you go back to the room and you pass out at 7 o'clock because you had half of a Bahama Mama on it and knocked your ass out. Not one ray of sunlight hit your skin the whole day. That's not fun to me. Maybe by then, when I get to that age, it will be. Who knows? But I want to experience that other stuff beforehand. I want to go adventure. I want to go find stuff. I want to see if I can get in trouble and get fucked up, right? That's the whole point of living life. It's just hard to do when you're old. So I have a Dodge Charger that a lot of people that I know seem to think I paid a lot of money for. And I didn't. I had a couple of Subarus before that. And I was leasing them, one after the other. I won't ever buy a Subaru again. Maybe it's just my luck with them and everybody else, they're fine. But I had the same problems with both of them. They both weren't good on gas. They weren't comfortable for me to drive, maybe because of my build. They weren't good in the wintertime. Their electronics did not work the way they were supposed to. They were both falling apart, even though they were brand new. The second one got recalled within the first year that I owned it. And they just... the headlights were so ungodly bright that I pissed off everybody that I drove by at nighttime to the point where I could just only drive around with just the fog lights. I had equity built up on the second one, and so I took that. It was like $1,000 that I built up, and I took it and traded it in for this Charger that my wife picked up, by the way, which she did a great job. It's probably the best car I've ever had. But the Subaru, the last one, was $28,000 with $380 monthly payment. The Charger is a 2013. The Subaru was a 2020, by the way. The Charger is a 2013, $20,000 with $240 a month payments. Almost $150 a month cheaper, which is mostly the reason why I got it. Plus, I've always wanted one. And this car, even though it has a big Hemi engine in it, the Hemi V8, it's 5.7, it gets almost as good a gas mileage as the Subaru 4-cylinders. You have to babyfoot it. If you douchebag it to the floor, then yeah, you're going to watch the gas gauge go down. But otherwise, it performs awesome. It's a fun car to drive. It's comfortable to drive. It handles beautifully. It senses moisture around you and puts itself into all-wheel drive. It handles better in the snow than my Subarus did. Isn't that kind of odd? It's better car for less money. And it has stuff in there that Subarus didn't have, like these cup holders that can either cool or heat your drink. I didn't know that was a thing. Rear seats heated. I didn't know that was a thing. Front seats are heated. Okay, I knew that. They're also vented for coolness. I didn't know that was a thing. You know, it had other standard stuff like moonroof and, you know, heated mirrors and stuff like that. So it works better. It works great. It, you know, there's some things I need to fix on it, but it's not falling apart. It's solid, and it's all around a better car. And here's the thing with the Subarus. None of them came with a surfboard or sandals. I had to buy my own freaking sandals. The Charger is all around a better car. It was cheaper, and it's something that I loved. I still do, and I earned it. It's a muscle car. It's a fun car. Something that you would expect maybe somebody older to drive, right? There's that stereotype again. I'm not old. I'm not going to wait until then. I'm damn sure not going to let it sit in the garage and rot to death like they would. And that's another thing, by the way. Why do people get muscle cars like the classic ones, like the GTO Judges or the Cudas or the Chevelles or, you know, whatever, and they stick them in the garage and they rot away? What's the point of getting them then? They're made to be driven. They are performance vehicles. Oh, they're not daily drivers. You're going to decrease the value of them. I'm not getting them to resell them and make money. I know some people do that. I'm not one of them. I want to drive that shit. I want to experience the exhilaration. I don't want to stick it in my garage, have my friends come over, crack a beer, and stand there and stare at it all night, and have them ask me some dumb questions about it. Is that a V8? Fucking yeah. Anyway, so then the wife comes in, right? And then they say, are you going to stare at that car all night? I need you to come in and take out the garbage. So then playtime's over and you got to go in, and then your friends are like, hey, well, thanks for showing us the car. You know, that's awesome. And is that why you got it? Just so you can show it to your friends and have them ask you questions about it for a few minutes? Seems like an awful lot of money to do that, right? I want to drive that shit. That's just me. So we're going to add a new section to this, to the Bitch Theater episodes. This section is called Expressions That I Hate. 3 expressions that I hate, and we're going to include one expression that I love. First off, now this is assuming I have material going on in the future. So far, I have quite a bit of material. First one. Now read that again. Because I'm too stupid to get what you think I should get out of it the first time? That my comprehension level is so far below yours that I need to read it several times just to get what you think I should get out of it? What I should comprehend, how things should be, just to satisfy you? Condescending. It sounds pretty condescending to me. 2, do better. I kind of ignored this one for a while because I thought it would just maybe go away, but it's not. If we were to say something like, us as men can do better, us as women can do better, us as humans can do better, we can do this better, we can do that better. That's one thing. That's acceptable. That's not pushy or anything. Do better. Fuck you. Because you're perfect? Therefore, you can really demand all mankind change and perform up to your standards because you're not fucking up and the rest of us are? So now we have to stop fucking around and start doing things the way you would do them to get up to where you are? Because we're so far below you and you don't fuck up at all? Rudely demanding. Number 3. It's all good. I ignored this one for a while too. Just didn't think about it really. It didn't bother me or anything. But now it's lost its meaning. It's disingenuous. When you apologize to somebody, I'm sorry I said that to you. I'm sorry I made you feel this way or that way. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry I did this. It's all good. I know you're lying. The tone in your voice says you're lying. I know that you're plotting your revenge against me and that you're judging the shit out of me. Let that phrase go, man. It's stupid. It doesn't mean anything anymore. All right, so now expressions that I like. Ride or die. I really like this one now. I used to not even think about it, but now that I do, because now more than ever I understand it. I can appreciate it infinitely. It's no longer a punchline to me. I get it. One of my favorite memes is it's a picture of a man and a woman and their, mugshots in jail. And the caption reads that the woman busted into a cop car and stole it while her boyfriend was in the back. And at the bottom it said, now this is a true ride or die. Yeah, it is, man. If your SO can bust into a cop car and get you the fuck out, fuck this shit, we're out of here. Audi 5000. Speaking of Audi 5000, we're Audi 5000. Goku and I want to say thank you for joining us and listening to us, bitch. Any thoughts, Goku? Your favorite phrase? Kameyhameyha. Duh. Of course it is. Good contribution there, Chief. Love him. We hope you guys have a great 4th of July weekend. Be safe. If you get in trouble and go to jail, make sure it's worth it. All right. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.